The Ottawa Senators are back in the Stanley Cup playoffs. However, the Ottawa Senators are at risk of becoming the pre-2018 Washington Capitals, where if it turns out that this is not the season for us, the question marks and the overall questions in general will continue to remain as to whether or not we're ever going to be able to get the job done. I guess that is to say, in short, we need to get the job done or we suck. It's one or the other. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's either win, get the job done, regular season success only means so much, win, or you're miserable failures, and I hate every single one of you. Not you, I love you. You are a great person. I know, some people say not, but they don't know like I know. Stranger I'm talking to over the internet. You're a great person. And you wouldn't let me down, much like the Ottawa Senators have before. But that's okay. That changes in this off-season. This is our year. I am calling it. I am feeling it. I'm feeling good. It's been a while. Squeaky chairs getting in on the action. I am hyped. Because this is the start of our year, damn it. No more miserable postseason failures. And what a perfect way to start a postseason run when we've had so many comparisons from me feeling like the Washington Capitals, before 2018, of course, about just failing time and time again. What perfect matchup could we have had other than to be able to face the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round? You know the team, you love the team. If you don't love the team, get on the bandwagon because they're going to be raising the cup in about 2 months. However, the one downside, no Erik Karlsson. A reality that the Ottawa Senators in real life are about to experience, I'm quite sure. We do not have Erik Karlsson for this postseason run, which is devastating, but we do still have a ridiculous amount of depth. We do still have Roman Josi and John Carlson. Pasi Kultanen steps in to take that third pairing spot. The AHL club is also in the postseason. Recently, I just went best lines with them. Hopefully that team can find success. A lot of people have said over the past couple of episodes, and I've heard like, why are you focusing so much on the AHL team? It is kind of the rebuilding hockey town method, where we made sure the AHL team was great, which meant in a few years, odds are, the NHL team was going to be great. Whether or not that formula still works, well, you can debate that if you will, but again, I personally don't feel like being that negative right now. Talk to me in about 20 minutes when we lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm sure. And this is that Penguins team that we are going up against, featuring a 35-year-old battle potato in hot dog-loving, 2-time Stanley Cup champion Phil Kessel. God damn it, I love Phil Kessel. He's an 83 overall at this point. Still very much capable offensively. Yeah, 66 points. That could be rough. Centered by 36-year-old Geno Malkin, and Daniel Sprong is on the right. So that aging core has stayed. Malkin is still a beast. Oh my god. And Daniel Sprong also put up 60 points. That top line is deadly, despite the age of 2 out of 3 of them. We go to the second line, where we see Connor Sherry, who of course is no longer a Penguin in real life, but which, by the way, I'll be talking about that soon. If not, I already have a video out talking about everything that happened, around free agency in real life. But yeah, 50-point season for him, centered by 35-year-old and now 84 overall Sidney Crosby. He has fallen off compared to Malkin. Not sure why. Still capable offensively, I would imagine. Yeah, 58 points. Not bad. Brian Rust is the right wing on that line. 33 points this past season. We go to the third line, and of course there's an interesting couple of names coming up here. Matt Nieto and his amazing mustache. is the third-line left wing currently. Put up 26 points, which is actually pretty good. Centered by Zach Aston Reese. A quick look at the attributes for those that care. He put up 34 points, which is very good. And then Logan Brown. You know, you remember Logan, don't you? How you doing, Logan? It's good to see you. Hopefully, you might kill me in the playoffs. How did Logan Brown do? 26 points. So one of his best seasons. I mean, he certainly returned to form after we traded him. But, yeah, Logan Brown, I'm quite scared of. I'm also quite afraid of Philip Chalapik. I don't know, man. I've heard so many different enunciations of this guy's last name. I don't know. Philip. Some people be like, oh, it's Philippe. Stop it. You know who I'm talking about, at least. If I get his name wrong, so be it. Philip Lapik. 78 overall. Still hasn't really developed like we were hoping that he would. Again, some low top 6 guys have developed throughout the course of the series. Others have very much not. But he put up 20 points on a 4th line, which is very good. He is centered by Teddy. People have told me I don't know how to pronounce his name either because he's Latvian, even though you look at that name and you're like, he's probably not Latvian. His name is Teddy. But apparently, even in Latvia, we call Theodore's Teddy. 22 points this past season. And the 4th line right wing, former 2nd round pick, Eugene Rogalski, who is a 76. So it drops off a bit, but he was capable of 18 points in his rookie season. Defensively, I don't know how to feel about that. Olli Mata is on the top pairing with Justin Schultz, so they are both still there. Brian Dumoulin is still there with now 35-year-old Christopher Letang, who's still an 88 and has one hell of a tan. And the third pairing is where it gets interesting. Curtis McDermott, who's more of an enforcer, like a true defensive D-man, and Kristen Jaros, who is also a former Ottawa Senator. 79 overall, also very defensively oriented, we'll go with. So that is very interesting. 4 points this past season. Are they dealing with any injuries? They are not, but Cameron Crotty and Connor Hall are healthy scratches. So that's kind of what you'd expect to see from a Pittsburgh team. Still, obviously, quite similar in terms of the main players that they have and them taking up a lot of the cap space and then kind of filling in the blanks with whomever they can. I am a little bit afraid, though, because Matt Murray's still their goaltender. How did Matt Murray do in the regular season? .929 save percentage and a .221 GAA with a 34-28-3 record. Tristan Jarry is the backup. It's kind of what you would expect a Pittsburgh team to look like even 5-6 years down the road with some of the aging members of their core. That said, a 42-34-6 record, you would like to think that this Sens team has enough to get the job done, but whether or not they do, I mean, there's only one way to find out. Let's get this show on the road, damn it. We're moving out. We're going west. Manifest. Actually, we're not going west. We're home for game 1 against the Penguins. The Penguins had to travel north a bit. First period of game 1. Can we get off to a good start? And it's a goal apiece. Heiskanen and Sherry scored a minute and 27 seconds later. It's fine. It's math. It's 17 seconds. All right. 11 shots to 10. A goal from our 4th line. Our 3rd line. Actually, both goals. Sherry was on the 2nd line, wasn't he? Instead of the 3rd line. Regardless, it's a goal apiece. Second period, and that's better. Matt Barzal steps up, and we have the lead heading into the 3rd. 22 shots to 16 in their favor, but our top line was able to deliver. Let's go. 3rd period, we have an early power play opportunity. 5-on-3. Can we take advantage? We cannot. The Penguins have a power play of their own, and we score. It's Tyson Jost. Oh, Tyson, I'm hoping for a big postseason from you, buddy, because a lot of people wanted to see you go. But right now, you got the insurance goal after we traded power plays. Crosby gets Pittsburgh back within striking distance. A minute to go. Can we hold on? Yes, we can. And the Ottawa Senators have taken game 1, the game-winning goal from Tyson Jost. And think about it, I got more back for Hoffman than Pierre Dorian did in real life, which is not much of an accomplishment, but still, hashtag Tukey for GM, hashtag don't make that a hashtag, hashtag I just watched an episode of Last Week Tonight, so I'm also just thinking about weird and strange hashtags, hashtag not tall foxes. Oh boy, anyway, Heiskanen with the opening goal, Sherry tied it, Barzal, the only goal in the second period. Third period, Jost made it 3-1. Crosby got them back to within striking distance, but it was not enough. Your Ottawa Senators have taken game one. Shesterkin with a great game, 32 saves. Jost with the game-winning goal, and a 2-assist night from Roman Josi. And that is exactly how you want to start things off. However, for Belleville, not quite, as they lost 4-1 to Utica. We'll pay attention to that series, but it's certainly not my main focus. And of course, it's great to get that first win out of the way after such a poor end to our regular season. No changes necessary. We're jumping right into game two. Let's see what happens, shall we? So here we go. First period of game two, and that's a great start. Heiskanen again stepping up in a big-time way. 11 shots to 10 in our favor this time. 1-0 on the board. Second period, and that's what I like to see, really. Still, no goals from the Penguins in this game. They're out shooting us 23-21. Heiskanen's goal, the only goal of this game so far, is the difference maker. I was going to say so, and thus, and it came out thus so far. Third period, come on. An insurance goal would be lovely. We have a power play opportunity. Can we please? No, we cannot. All right, come on. About halfway through the third now. Can we get that insurance goal? A power play opportunity, another 5-on-3 that we can't take advantage of. We hand Pittsburgh a power play. They can't score either. Under 3 to go. Can Shesterkin hold on? Yes, he can. A 30-save shutout from Igor Shesterkin. What a way to win it. Sammy Heiskanen's goal in the first period holds up as the winner. A great effort from Matt Murray, but his team could not solve the human Rubik's Cube known as Igor Shesterkin, also known as Shesterkin, but I named him Shesterkin because there's two different spellings. The unfortunate news of the day is that Belleville lost again, and they will probably be eliminated, even though I made their lineup better. So that is disappointing. Of course, I talked about why I wanted Belleville to do well, and that's not looking like it's going to be the case. They may, in fact, be eliminated. We will not find out, though, until after Game 3. The series has shifted to Pittsburgh with your terrible arena name. Can we keep up this run of form? First period of Game 3, and there we go. Colin White gets us on the board, scores the only goal of the period yet again. 9 shots to 7 in favor of the Penguins, but we have the early 1-0 lead. Can we keep that up? Second period, oh my God. A 4-goal effort that I'm not exactly feeling too optimistic about. I mean, Barrett Hayton scored 58 seconds in for his first ever postseason goal. Matt Barzal made it 3-0. But Matt Nieto and Phil Kessel, 2 goals in 4 minutes, gets Pittsburgh back to within 1. So that was huge. We had a 3-0 lead in this game. We have 3 goals on 20 shots, but they have 2 goals on 15. Again, the goals from Colin White, Barrett Hayton, and Matt Barzal, but Nieto and Kessel have begun to drag Pittsburgh back into this game. As we get the third period underway, we are fighting for that commanding 3-0 series lead. Will we get it, or will the Penguins get on the board and get to within 1 game of tying this series? That is the question. Under 5 minutes to go. Of course, we won both games on home ice. Yes! God damn it, yes, I told you. There's something about this team. We're going to get killed in the next episode. We might even get killed in the last half of this episode. This team is for real, damn it. 3-2 final in Game 3. 28 shots to 22. And the Ottawa Senators have that commanding 3-0 series lead. White, Barzal, and Kessel, the 3 stars of the game. And the Sens are 1 game away. The Belleville Sens have been swept again. I don't know what's with the Utica Comets. They are unbeatable, apparently. So the Belleville Sens are out. Our focus is solely on the NHL squad, and what a squad it is. Can we end this series right here and right now? We're going back to Ottawa regardless, but I'd like to go back and have a few days of relaxation before a Game 1 rather than having to prep for a Game 5. Can we finish the job? First period of Game 4, and Pittsburgh's on the board first, and we have seen how important that first goal is in the series thus far. Sherry with the opening goal, 12 shots to 10 in our favor, but Pittsburgh has the early lead. Can we find a way to tie it? Second period, no we cannot. Evgeny Malkin gets the second goal. We're down by 2, 22 shots to 19, and it's going to require a little bit of a comeback, or there's a Game 5 on the horizon. Colin White scores 23 seconds into the period. Don't let that be the only one. Don't get shut out by Matt Murray from there. Come on, we're halfway through the third period. I see that so often when we get an early goal and then nothing happens. Come on, we can do this. 3.5 to go. Will there be a Game 5? Yes, there will be. It's almost predictable. 35 shots to 32, but the Penguins get the win 2-1. This series is not over. Like I said, the second I saw Colin White score 23 seconds into the period, I knew we were in trouble. Shesterkin had a solid game, but it was not enough. Matt Murray, the first star, and rightfully so. Disappointing. Disappointing to see us down 2-0. We had to get another goal before the 10-minute mark. It didn't happen, and Matt Murray shut the door from there. We go back home for Game 5. We're not going to panic and make any lineup changes. It's a one loss. It's a tough game to win, to close out a series like that. Let's go back to home ice, defend this fortress, and end this series in 5 games. First period, and that's not ideal. Evgeny Malkin scores the opening goal, 2.5 into it, and that was the only goal of the period, 10 shots to 8 in our favor. Second period, Vauclair scores, which is nice. Only Mata gets it back about 5 minutes later. More than 5 minutes later. What the hell am I on? 7 minutes later. I thought that was an 8 at first. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Ole Mata's goal, the difference maker right now. 21 shots to 18. As we go to the third period, Bernard Vauclair's goal gets us on the board, and Vauclair stepping up. The fourth liner, making it happen. We are all tied up. Heiskanen, the bottom 6, delivering and showing up at a crucial time. We're halfway through the third. Can we hold on from here? Has the fourth line just propelled us to victory? Have they? Yes, they have. Gusev with the insurance, the empty net goal, and the Ottawa Senators have eliminated the Pittsburgh Penguins in 5 games in the first round. We get over that first hurdle. Thank God. 36 shots to 26, but the man of the game, the player of the game, the man of the match has to be Bernard Vauclair with the 2-goal effort. Heiskanen, hell of a series from him. And Shesterkin with the 24 save effort. Not his best save percentage, but he gets the W, and that is all that matters. So again, the Belleville Sens have been swept for what I feel like is yet again by Utica. Could be wrong there based on their track record. The Ottawa Senators, though, are moving on. While certain players, Borgstrom, 3 points. He took 16 shots and didn't score a goal, which is pretty crazy. Barzal with 2 goals, 3 points. I'm okay with that. And Nikita Gusev, only 2 points. So really, that top line, Barzal has a great shooting percentage right now. But Gusev and Borgstrom, we just beat Pittsburgh in 5 without those two firing on all cylinders and scoring goals. So, as I always say, the next round, that could either be trouble, or we could be that much more dominant if those two really get going. Thankfully, the reason why we were able to eliminate Pittsburgh is everybody else stepped up. Tyson Jost, only 1 goal. It was a pretty big goal. 1 goal on 12 shots. It's actually pretty disappointing. 3 points, though, from Colin White, a +3, and the 2 points from Stone. So they were just okay, but then I feel like it really picks up. Third line, Kotkaniemi with 3 assists, 3 points from Barrett Hayton, and the 3 goals from Heiskanen. 3 goals on 8 shots in that series. Sammy Heiskanen welcome to the playoffs. And then from there, Peyton Krebs, no points, but he's an even. 2 goals from Vauclair, he's a +1. And Pascal Carl, no points, but he's an even. So we certainly have room to step up offensively. But it just goes to show that in a crucial moment, guys like Vauclair and Heiskanen really stepped up to carry this team. So I'm not going to hate on Krebs and Carl for not really putting up points when, Borgstrom and Gusev weren't exactly scoring goals like they could have. Defensively, no points for Thomas Chabot, but he was a +1. 2 points for John Carlson, he was a +2. Of course, we know that Roman Josi was our leading scorer. Noah Dobson, strong first round. Ty Smith and Colton, strong first round as well. A little bit worried about the penalty minutes from Dobson and Colton, though. Tad bit worried about that. And then goaltending-wise, Shesterkin killed it. 944 save percentage, a 1.6 GAA with the 1 shutout. He has really turned into the goaltender that we were hoping he would be, but I don't think we ever expected him to be once we moved on. I mean, really, if you think about it, for who we've had in the series just in general, but, especially once we moved on from, Craig Anderson early on. So, what an effort from him. AHL squad, hey, at the end of the day, you made the playoffs, you get a couple of extra games for some prospects. I'm good with it. Disappointing end to their season, however. So, with that, we are good to find out. This episode's coming to a close. That's a quick one for a playoff episode, relatively at least. Let's find out who's it gonna be. Who is it going to be in the next round? These other series are going long, which is good news for us. They're going very long, which is very good news for us. And in the second round, we will be taking on the Boston Bruins. I am nervous, but I am excited to see what happens. Sens and Bruins in the second round. They also made it through the first round in 5 games. We will take a look at their lineup in the next episode. We have home ice, but you see their regular season record. I'm a little bit concerned. Ever so slightly concerned. Colorado beat St. Louis in 5, Dallas beat Winnipeg in 6, Edmonton beat Vancouver in 5, and Anaheim swept Arizona. So it's Colorado, Dallas, Edmonton, and Anaheim. In the East, Philly beat Columbus in 7, Tampa beat the Islanders in 5, and the Bruins beat the Leafs in 5. So it's Flyers and Lightning, Sens and Bruins. We will get that matchup, that second round matchup. We'll get to it in the next episode. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you feel the same way, but we are done here for now because it's about 90 degrees in this room, and I don't think that's just how it's going to. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I need to be able to breathe, damn it. It's too hot in here. So, with that said, until next time, thank you very much for watching. You know what you can do to support the video and the channel. If you haven't done it already, what's the matter with you? Say it with me now, as every YouTuber mentions, whether sarcastically or not. Like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell. Links are in the description to my Twitter and Twitch. Give me a follow on both of those platforms, damn it. Because on Twitch, I live stream like every night because I'm a psychopath. And on Twitter, I say things. And yeah, I know. It's impressive, isn't it? And yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm trying to think of a wacky way to end the video. I got nothing. I'm just hyped, man. It's a cautious optimism. The same way I describe NHL 19. It's a cautious optimism. Am I desperate for a little bit of success here with this game at this point? Yeah, I'd say I am. And of course, we know changes are going to have to be made at the end of the season, so the pressure is on. We take on the Bruins in the next episode. Be there or be ridiculed. As you should be. Goodbye for now.